and it's a big change from Paper Rex. Last time we saw it, it was double duelist. Massive flip of style here, bringing out Sova Teo with something on the chamber.
Okay.
I love that they're making this change. Go off meta, use your individuals.
Yeah, and it's a 1-4 setup as well for Paper Rex right now, so retake style over on this B site. And they'll be used to seeing from that RRQ match their opponents get in towards the sites, but now we need to see them actually challenge for it on this retake, you'd assume.
Well, do have that Teo after all, but at the same time, not seeing the full team from T1 on the B site, start to question things a little bit more. You do have a secondary squad coming through from B-Link. Of course, Paper Rex just trying to kick things off. They will take a little gander, a little peek in towards the Link area, but unfortunately back's turned as well. So, Crossfire effectively for T1. They managed to take down 3, make that a 4th, leaving Forsaken alone and cold. Just with the Ghost, still trying to take back some space, peeking back down into stairs, but the frenzy of stacks will be able to dispatch of him.
I'll break later, Ila.
I'm gonna go check me for chill.
Yeah, body. Taking middle, guys.
You could try and take mid, but the bait, they're already through, unfortunately. Izu gonna feel the bad end of that stick by Forsaken smacking him. But what else now? Smoke will fade. Util gone. There's a bit of mid control for a potential B split here for T1.
Yeah, good to still check in across all around, so not too bad with the little movements and advantages that Paper Rex are trying to create for themselves. They managed to peek in the A main as well, so that was quite well read. Now back into B long, something onto the chamber.
Yep, no bailout strat here either. He is gonna have to stand his ground as Forsaken does start to peel away as well to tower. Something now does have the rendezvous marker available as well, but there's no real position you're going to be able to deploy that as Forsaken. Yeah, see his POV on that one. It sounded like just a single shot to the dome.
Absolutely discourages T1 from stepping foot back into B, so into the A site, but there's so many angles to consider, especially with Paper Rex and how they could have possibly gotten to A main.
Yeah, there's still a dart available for Envy as well. But it looks like they're going to take a little bit of initiative as Munchkin does get caught in the open and Stax is going to get traded. So a pretty decent first round on these defensive side for Paper Rex.
Hunter's Fury as well for Stax. Perhaps starting things off with Izu alongside Buzz. Relay Bolt still ready as well. Meanwhile, Jing has to immediately get out of dodge.
Yeah. Jumping out with his wiggles as Paper Rex, well, they just sit you down, don't they? Munchkin trying to dig deep, can't happen, and Stax, well, he was spotted with the Hunter's Fury earlier, and he is going to get traded as well. Bowman shut down. Tied game, T1.
Oh, it's going to be the drone as well, though. Something trying to take a more aggressive angle. Punches through, Buzz able to answer back, but finds Jing instead.
Yeah, drone is only now clearing A main as well, so something is in a bit of a spot of bother. Overwhelmed on the site, perhaps right now. 2 angles to try and contend with.
He's got to look all over the place. Unfortunately, that's where he will fall, especially with another team, another squad coming through from A main, and now it's Devi getting gunned down. Leaving Forsaken to his devices, 1v4. Probably got to save, man. Tries to make a go for it, steps in the site. Goes for a couple of picks anyway, will find Buzz. The rest of T1, you got flashes, you got stacks with recons and shocks.
Knocking them.
As soon as you get onto the spike as well, that's going to draw out a reaction. Just Munchkin holding extremely safe, sets off a Nova Pulse. The op has been retrieved. And that should be that. Forsaken peels off.
Yeah, no way you're going to be able to find any more damage unless someone gives you a duel trying to hunt you.
Portal closed.
I wonder even if T1 are going to recognize that the operator, well, might have been salvaged from it. Now they'll know with the echo that goes on through in the tied ball game.
Okay.
Forsaken even going to be finding stacks to the top of mid. Might spell the go time for T1 to start to get more of an idea on how to get into this A side.
I don't know how I feel about an op versus a jumping Buzz Neon, so very, very precarious, but it will be Devi coming back into relay and try to hold their ground around the A site. Special delivery spent onto the site itself. Meanwhile, T1, Izu's already slipped in. it's a pretty strong position to still hold while Forsaken tries to perhaps set up a bit of a flank through main. You also have Meteor still keeping a lot of these positions in check, so even though the spike's not down yet, T1's got a pretty good grip. But at the same time, Jing, Envy, they've managed to slip through. The spike carrier's been dropped and Munchkin has to go.
There's another layer to this onion right though, and that's Forsaken coming in from behind. Divide to put a shutdown onto Meteor, and that is a bit of a cleanup. I'm a little bit surprised that with the 4 members over at A, there wasn't an orb control. If I missed it, apologies, but Divide was one away from the Armageddon. In this sort of situation, you would have loved that for a B retake.
Oh, you're right.
Spike planted.
Unfortunately not there, so comes down to this approach. It's just Forsaken on the side, 1-4 like you mentioned. The rest of the team all flanking. Cosmic Divide perhaps try to draw some of the attention away. Now Forsaken has to contend with Buzz, but there's the flank now going through. Overdrive popped. Stacks able to hold! Complete and utter destruction. A quadruple kill out of nowhere.
I need to see that from his POV for sure. You know they're all funneled into a singular location, but the crosshair placement one, that second is great onto Jing. And it sounds like the headhunter shots of something just do not connect at all in that moment in time.
Announcing more presence in towards B though, and that drops the Armageddon relatively early.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a safe way that you can get out of that one as well from a TP and from the high gear of the Neon. Now, the challenge to something with this 2-4, see if he can get the right line on a Meteor, which he can. 5 versus 3 that T1 have to come back in towards the A site with, and well, they're going to have to get kind of fancy with this one to have any advantages.
Gonna look to Buzz. He's the one with the fancy feet. Unfortunately, falls to Envy. Stacks makes it a trade, but there goes toward Force again. Salvos flush Stacks out of position. For the quad that he got in the previous round. He's got 15 seconds now to make something happen. Divide hops onto the ledge, spots his head.
When the drift hasn't come on in on that specific mark, Forsaken's battle right now is against the drone.
Things happen. Still though, it's a go signal for T1. Cosmic Divide. Buzz kicks things into high gear, but unfortunately in the midst of all those smokes, a couple kills going through. Stacks, once again the playmaker, able to find a double kill.
Wouldn't mind seeing a world in which something juggles over that operator to Divide just so he can play on the low HP. But they are so far disconnected from each other at the moment because of the space that is empty around the map right now that T1 could be lurking and could be trying to catch you off guard, unexpected. High-low setup to a degree here for Envy and for Divide on the bottom side of things. 40 seconds to go, and the option here was for T1 to rest. Refocus still to this B site.
Cut noise. Put some question marks into Paper X's mind.
Oh, I love the drone time here as well. You're just going to have to hide from this properly for T1. Oh, he's pinged it. There might be a bit of an idea, bit of an inkling that he's behind the pillar. Operator line, very powerful right now for something. Jigs up.
Oh, and there he goes. Perfect flick. Divide as well, putting a long journey towards the round back. 10 seconds left, and T1 has got no escape plan. They just have to dig deep, and it's only Meteor, unfortunately, completely surrounded. Paper X take the lead.
There's very good patience now for T1 with this party mix of a buy. Can they turn up the heat a little bit into this A site and potentially tie the game?
Well, time to bring the party in. Just a lot of utility being drawn out. The Hunter's Furies on both ends all going through. Divide managed to find a singular spray, perhaps through a smoke. Now the drone coming out to confirm positioning.
Spots out Meteor, I believe, is the only play up. Izu real low on HP as well, going to be sending in the drift. Meanwhile, you draw all the attention away from what's happening at the B site, folks. Munchkin is sneaking in towards it with only a stinger. But how far do you want to go? Because you lost control of mid. And Envy cuts off the rotate of Meteor. Izu to fall as well. 4 versus 2. Paper X sit themselves up with some good advantage here.
Really thinning out the herd. You're left with 2 players on T1 side, and they only have stingers. It's a strong position from Munchkin, though, still. If he's able to perhaps find somewhat of a flank, get a good spot, take a rifle, well, maybe a slight chance. Stacks, all to hold. Can't quite track the movement of Jing. It all comes down. The newest addition to the T1 roster. I don't think this position's favoring him, though.
No.
A little peek, a little gander. He does make a good spray, but just buys a bit of time. The kill's still coming in, and just enough for PaperX to get the defuse. 7-5 at the end of the first half.
Funnily enough, 2.08 seconds to go on that one. There kind of was a world in which he would have been able to find that. Oh, Kickoff is just being very unexpected in many more ways than one.
Delightfully. For me, at least.
Not for Meteor in the server right now, that's for sure. Only a single digit.
Oh. All his utility on the right side for now. Stacks immediate peeks and pokes through smokes.
Vision, don't know of it. PaperX though, they need to try and find some to get back in towards this one. Forsaken onto Stacks, an inkling that Meteor was there. Second kill. Curse his name on that one, but will he find some more? Plant attempted to bait and draw you out, and Meteor falls for it.
And then there were two.
Last player standing.
Relatively bad HP as well, so it's going to be tough as Device swings out into Izu's crosshairs. The Sheriff makes it smart. T1 picking up pistol.
Scanning ahead.
Epic.
Locating target.
Clear. Hey, pila. I tag him.
Pick.
Oh.
I missile him. Swing him.
Oh, you're going to try and missile him to get him. He's not going to be able to TP out, but it doesn't really matter for Izu at that moment in time. His job, mate, that's bloody well done. Taking the smokes out of the equation, and Devi, out of measure as well. How do you get back into this one as PaperX? You could even pull back these smokes if you wanted to, because 20 seconds to go. I mean, you're trying to draw attention away from that B site. It's not really working out too much for PaperX, is it? Munchkin did not need to move.
They're just all so aware. Every line, you always have some kind of a contingency plan, even if PaperX is trying to sell some fake noise. Now, Spike planted, but Envy, kind of a rock and a hard place. Choose. You want to go for Munchkin, or you want to stick around and see what else shows up? Munchkin has gone to a separate spot.
Defeated.
Not too bad, though, on the initial flicks. Where else could Munchkin have gone? Surely at some point, turning right back around, Stacks will make things even more difficult by sticking onto the spike, and that's so much pressure, unfortunately. A little bit too crumbling. T1 take the lead.
And it is going to be early days if they want to completely adopt this comp on this map. Right now, 3 members of T1 going to give them a fight.
And there goes that flash. Still though, Jing, close range, able to play around it. Stinger shots whiffing, but still pulling out the classic in time. The rest of the team able to scale off of this. In with the drone, while Stacks tries to hold, looks to play spoiler, can't. The whole team just crumbled at the hands of PaperX on a Thrifty. Just a false sense of security.
And that's why, because they kind of shut the garage door right now, and you don't have the tools to be able to reopen that one. This is where it can start to get very wonky. This is where you can start to have a Thrifty in return, as the Hunter's Fury is getting dodged nicely by Meteor after the first hag.
Just gonna have to dive in and kind of use Jing as a slight decoy. Everything else has been spent. You're down to 10 seconds. T1 digging deep inside of the smokes all around on the spike. PaperX cannot get close. It's Thrifty for Thrifty.
You got a lot of damaging utility to flush them out. You got the drones, you got the recon.
Cutting through.
Group together. Change it up. Don't let the time be your enemy, because it can be. Nice hit from Jing though. Just going to abuse that speed and catch Izu missing the shot. Now we are into the B side, so we have 2 very deep spectrum differences. A very, very slow-paced round where we leave ourselves no time to fix things, and one where we just go, hell yeah, we're in!
Hell yeah! Absolutely, when Jing's playing this, I guess carefree is one way to put it. Lockdown will come back in, though, to start an attempt at a retake from T1. Keep in mind that the Hunter's Fury is still online as well, and it will be deployed to clear out the back of Pillar.
Ooh.
Envy, unfortunately, will take a chunk of that. At the same time, though, Forsaken starting to initiate a flank. Jing will kick off with the overdrive just to set some beams down onto the spike. He's not connecting on the Munchkin, though, and the spike gets defused right underneath PaperX's noses.
So, talk about these rifle rounds doing all right for PaperX. That was when they were on the defensive side. Now we're trying to actually see what do their attacks look like. It's going to be a biff in towards A main, and Jing is going to come out on top of Buzz.
Beat him to the Beat the buzzer beater. No, okay, I lost it.
The buzzer beater would have been the better one, mate. You've got a gap around the map with losing Buzz. You have to count your losses as T1 here. You have to hope that your secondary part in this round is going to come up with the goods. The information there on towards A main is going to be pretty decent.
Not too bad though, but PaperX will still push in fast lane and spotted as well, but Stacks goes unchecked! Down to the last second, Envy spots him! Armageddon sent in towards the back dugout as well, but Izu suddenly peeking out from Art. Meteor able to find one as well, but also traded out.
I mean, as quick as that has happened right now, Plan is in a 3 versus 2 with the Hunter's Fury still for Envy, and there's already that retreat angle to play off the back of this utility. A star on the site for Forsaken to Gravity Well as well. Got to tap it early.
He's just picked up the handle too. Gonna get onto it now. Hunter's Fury drawn out. They're trying to dance around it, but they go straight into the beams. It's a collateral from Envy.
Gets the job done. They run together to try and dodge it, and they run into Doom. Tied scoreline yet again. That timeout of T1's working a treat for PaperX. We'll see back on the ult. Yep, he did tag them both 2 times in a row. He's at the wrong locale to be able to do so currently, though. Turret spotted but didn't go off. Want to see the drone invested first, perhaps, because there's an opportunity for Meteor, and he's going to find one onto Jing.
Forms the rest of T1 to come back into reinforce the side as well. Still, though, perhaps a little bit lacking in the firepower department. Buzz trying to get in position. PaperX being cautious, not overextending.
Oh, that's some good damage on towards Stacks at the moment as the Cosmic Divide does come out from T1. Maybe an overinvestment in terms of this utility, but we'll see what the overdrive can do as Buzz goes in. Trades starting to come on through. Something stuck.
And completely stifling Buzz as well. He might be stuck, but are you stuck here with him? He finds it, he lands the shot, and he will drag you down into the ground. PaperX take the lead. It's just Jing though.
Yeah, this could be quite interesting as well, because there's a bit of an idea for Munchkin of what was happening. Jing has to potentially get out of dodge, but there's already just a reposition coming around at the moment as we start to lose a couple of members across both sides of the map. Not expecting that Sax is just going to still try to get the better of you as Envy. This is a little bit orcs.
Yeah, still got the tag on him. But there goes Dimensional Drift from Izu. Could continue to make things a bit stickier for PaperX. Starting to feel the pressure as exiting from the drift. He's going to get caught by Envy. Onto the side though, playing around different angles. It's Divide who holds it all the way from the back of main. Now down to Envy, and despite the low ammunition, he still finds a precise shot.
Right here. He's got that gate crash available. Might want to try and call it. With how deep this drone is going to start to come into the side. Something just removes Buzz before you can even get into the site.
Always Meteor gets into a safer spot to deploy the lockdown. PaperX will scramble just for the time being. Still getting the spike in though, which once again makes things a little bit more tricky. I say that, Meteor swings open.
The thing is, it removes the Hunter's Fury from the actual proper retake right now.
That's right. So lesser tools of destruction now for the retake, while a counter Hunter's Fury comes in. Not to mention all the lines being still held by PaperX. Jing peppering through. Something onto the off angle. He might just find the last player. It's going to be Jing who does it at the end. PaperX redeem themselves onto this map of Pearl, closing out against T1 13-10.
We're having something have these big moments, and I was really happy to see them all kind of come back to life. I think the comp on paper, you know, it can do a lot of things, but for me it's about how the players played in the server for this map 1. PaperX made that change. They're swapping away from the Brimstone to the Astra. This is much more normal on the map. It lets you default in a lot easier because you have all these fake stars. You have rechargeable utility, so expect a little bit less punchiness, probably a little bit more working of the map.
A Brimstone for an Astra. A lot of the protocols you can kind of have the same, except for the scrape across the other side of the map because of the stimmy. As the smoke fades in towards mid, well, we're just having a mid fight yet again, and T1 are coming out in favor.
Oh,
convincingly.
Truly. Izu just hangs back an extra second and finds a couple of shots with that sheriff of his.
Or if they need to find it via the kills, which is what Devi has to certainly find right now.
Got the snake bite in the right spot. Hold off to an angle while Envy stays close by up around the bridge side. Couple of shots going through, not quite 100% connecting, but still. A couple of players from T1 now low HP. The spike will go down.
Spike planted.
Jing alongside something, trying to assert themselves through the door. Envy will pop on through with a flash, catches Caesar square in the eyes. And now Meteor swings out from the smokes. Catches one through, but the trades still come in. Stacks, Buzz, where could you be? Oh, right around the pyramids, and he lands one between the eyes. Envy trying to get a good flank around the back sides. Still has no idea where Stacks is, though. He thinks that he might be inside cave, but he's wrong. And Buzz crouches down and gets the kill anyway. T1 with the bonus.
So the answer is a ladder. They're going to pick up where they left off on the last half of Pearl and get the bonus here as well. Sounds like a bit of wrong timing on that wall drop for something, but he's lucky enough that no T1 members were around the corner. Now we got to get our wriggle on over towards this B site right now with the Cosmic Divide being dropped in.
Allows for him to hold a pretty strong line, but Jing, counter position being held. Will be able to snipe down Buzz, but Envy as well. Still though, playmakers coming through now. Stacks, Izu, breaking apart lines, still alongside the Cosmic Divide. Sets up the flash, tries to thwart it. Paper X managed to avoid. At the same time, the clone goes through. Something is actually on a flank. Izu goes Dimensional Drift though. And Divide will start to feel a bit of nerves perhaps in his veins. Turns back to round arches. Still manages to catch on to Izu and crouches for the headshot against Stacks. They weren't quite able to surround him. Instead, it's going to be Paper Rex putting one round on the board.
Either the dash plays or when there's opens on this map as well, you're going for the TPs up into there. So just changing things up.
Still though, speaking of changing things up, pace now from T1 straight up the guts of mid and at the same time back in towards B.
Very different for this round because everyone's just going to pass each other at the moment, and Munchkin, he's just going to get caught. None the wiser.
Perhaps more collisions to come, unless this smoke can help. Meteor, all it dissipates, and as the curtain falls, more kills going towards the way of both sides. Stacks low HP though, Jing will just drop and roll.
Up the guts of mid for the very get-go. It is going to be an A split though.
Drone flashes. We'll have another drone coming through with Envy checking. Strong lines being held though, and it's an odd angle for Buzz to try and clear. Low HP now getting wall banged and dinged up. Unfortunately, Jing left alone will fall, but still, the team all around able to put up a decent hold, something. Additional sniper overwatch being held. Silences Munchkin and Izu.
Bit of overzealousness to come in from Envy at that one there, but 2 versus 1 at the end of the day. Spike retreat for Izu. A 2 versus 1. The Paper X are going to opt to play disconnected. I'm looking on my radar for that gate crash that Izu has to the back of the A side. He's going to take it as well. Something he has no idea that was behind him. And Forsaken is on the other side of the map. He's got to run rabbit over towards this A site now for the 1 versus 1.
Bold decision. And now you've got to make a bold move just to try to seize the initiative in this 1v1. He's circling around. He thinks better. He's trying to clear out the cobble area instead, and that's going to be Izu now turning at the right time for the Red Bull clutch.
Trying to think and hope that it doesn't tend towards Devi, for example. More stock in towards the B side of the map with the Blade Storm going to be there for Jing as well. And Envy, well, he's just going to not be on the angle for the blind side. That is gorgeous from him. Finds a double onto the duelists of T1, but he's going very ambitiously for more. And the flash, that is broken and woeful from something.
And now you've got Jing floating in to hop in as well. In an instant, thanks to Envy's efforts, it's just Meteor left in the round. Jing goes hunting, with the rest of his team trailing behind. Spotted out Meteor.
Oh.
And there he goes, crashing into the dinosaurs! 1 player left! Forsaken pulls out his gun, but at the wrong moment, another clutch up for T1!
Well, we all know what they do say. Get a little bit fancy with things. Up close and personal towards the shops. Start to be destroyed. Scanned out as well. They are getting hungry. Super hungry to try and win all of these duels right now, and it's just not working out at all.
Instead, it's going to be T1 devouring them. Envy, at least, though, will take a little nibble.
Portal closed.
And T1 hangs back.
And to clear the A site as well. And it's going to be misinformation from PaperX too, when they don't actually realize T1 are just into the A site, free of charge, clear all the angles, plant to their heart's content, probably drop a pit here.
And at the same time, look at Meteor as well. So quick and cognizant to check out towards the back, hearing not much noise. And he will just catch them at the wrong timing as well for PaperX. Forsaken steps in with the classic. T1 continue on with their lead and momentum.
Towards this A site.
Smokes securing safe passage. Snake bites and other utilities drawn out, but okay. Still good on the shooting for now. A couple of PaperX players online on the site. Devi especially with this Bucky, looking to blaze in. A little bit of a take on to 2, but Munchkin now.
Yeah, for me it's Meteor. Never count him out with how he's able to sneak and sleuth around the map. There's one. And there's 2 versus 2 as well. He will certainly call for Munchkin to come back towards the site if he even needs it, slicing and dicing the opposition as Envy starts to lurk around, gets the 1 kill, has an idea where Munchkin is coming from as well, and the shots, they go the wrong way. Munchkin will come through with the goods, and T1 will find their 8th. We've seen 10-2s from him. PaperX on the 2 against RRQ. Is this going to be it as well? Forsaken falls first. He's been absent in this map.
Well, more players going missing. He's going to have to file another police report at some point. Jing trying to do his best, but unfortunately caught as well. More players all falling down, isolated.
Yep. This was a Viper's Pit invested over at A main as well, mind you. So Devi is going to have to really run over here, as Envy is stuck at the pillar. He's not been spotted just yet, but it's gotta feel like he's so small on this site at the moment. As he finds one, he finds a double. Okay, maybe we cook a little bit with gas in this round.
Still not wanting to overextend too much yet, though. Once again, Munchkin stacks as well. Recon's coming back online. A couple more seconds, but Munchkin hanging around. Will be able to secure.
It's another decision for the PaperX members to split up, though, isn't it, right? Envy and Devi disconnect, and now Devi has to come out with the 1 versus 2. Plant down, Munchkin locked and loaded, spotted on his retreat. But where does he play this one? Is it through main? Is it through window? Is there a wrap? There's a lot that's going to be going through Devi's mind in this sort of time. He could have even retreated around the site. There's another problem that you just don't have time to play with as Devi.
Every single step that Devi takes is another second off of this spike. Munchkin is just set up. All he needs is a good swing. Devi trying to stick it to halfway. Munchkin toying with him. And he gets the think off the last one as well. Instant kills being found. It's already a strong lead secure into the second half.
A round of Valorant that goes your way, and it's just not happening for PaperX at the moment on this map.
Well, last round of the half, they're still going to throw everything that they've got into this push, and now Izu hanging back, expects it. Buzz coming through the blades as well, but Stack's also swatting down more players. Last one, Devi. He's all the way around arches. Just has to put his best foot forward, finding Buzz. Hunter's Fury, though, oh, he gets caught. Decade as well. He does get a shot into Munchkin, but that is that. 2-10 at the end of the first half. Gotta be honest, that's bound to be a banger given these two teams and their potential, but currently PaperX, I don't know. We're gonna go all the way through from middle in towards door. PaperX able to hold. Forsaken finding classic shots this time, but it's gonna be Stacks on the other end of that door as well. Also Munchkin too. Pop Flash is coming in and something will be able to find a little shot, but Meteor still on the site. Munchkin still behind, and they're able to fire off a couple of pot shots, still keeping PaperX in check. All of these positions you still need to consider where Meteor could be scouring around. He whips a couple though, and there's your chance. You get the spike down. Munchkin has a Sheriff though. Those bullets pack a punch. Takes down Envy. And It's down to the 1v1. Sets up the gate crash. Could be a fake. Considers it, and something will just give him a little peekaboo.
And there is a pistol. I thought there was going to be blood in the water around the pyramids as well from Meteor. They finally get their first pistol as well to appear on Breeze.
T1 picked up bonuses. We'll see if Paper can do the same. Seen Izu TPing away. Recon's confirming it as well, but at the same time, look at T1's movements.
Yeah, they're going to be here early with these pistols, and maybe they can isolate Forsaken.
Or Forsaken could just click their heads. Bulldog, hello? Meteor as well, having a go at it, but unfortunately a Bandit falling. Now online for an ace, but he's way too far for it. So Jake to finish it off. Flawless. That's a good way to start the second.
I mean, the thing for Forsaken there is just nice. You didn't drop the gun, you're getting some kills, you're getting some confidence. An agent lineup that's copy-pastable, right? What T1 was doing on the attacking side that was working well, Paper Rex could try and employ, but they generally have such different styles and attention to detail as well that we really need to start to see.
Needing a lot more layering as well. We'll start things off with a little gate crash, pop flash, Munchkin trying to play around it. And oopsie daisy, it's going to be Izu off to the other end, into a corner where he's managed to take down so many players from Paper Rex. It's just something who might have infiltrated behind, but can't quite pick his targets. Now looking for an exit strategy with a spike down on the ground, but nothing found, nothing doing. It's Justify with a Marshall.
And he's just always left to his own devices, isn't he?
Devices, wow.
And he's not looking below him, but his counterpart is not looking above him. Meteor will get the better of him. Marshall not the headshot. He looks a little bit surprised by that one. Kind of makes him theorize he doesn't want to go for any early engagements by his lonesome self. Meanwhile, Meteor going to be doing that instead and pay the ultimate price.
Right informed stacks though. So he tries to hold around the angle, tries to get ahead. Unfortunately, will lose his.
His crosshair wasn't even on Jing, and he's dinked him.
Let's say, well, 3 from T1. Possibly looking to save.
Yep. Forsaken just needs to make sure he doesn't throw away his life for free. That he is taking this angle correctly. Munchkin is going to spot him. So information up, of course. Paper Rex, they needed this round. And they're going to be getting it. Though T1 changes the approach instead. Late decisions.
Wow. So it comes down to the tactical cycle once again. Information gathering is going to be key. The drone does spot out just a little inkling up around the pillar, but Buzz still into the corner. Oh, and unfortunately, it's not too good. Meteor able to spring off contact because of it. Forsaken now as well, but revealed perhaps a little bit late. Izu still in position, still able to play onto the site. Jin and Envy, though, able to plant their feet down, clearing out orange, and now knowing where Izu is, all they've got to do is peek across. And that leaves Munchkin there to relay forward a long journey from the B site, catching a slight breather.
I feel like there was a lot for Jing that he needed to do to pick up a little bit of the beginnings in the corner, non-clearing. Util not clearing close corners could have got the better of you there, Paper Rex. Just Munchkin. If Envy finishes him off, he will have the Hunter's Fury, which he will pick up there. 3 in the round for him as well. So little by little, rounds accumulated by Paper Rex. We see the save from T1 last round, not worth its weight. Might rely upon, should this map get a little bit closer. I'm going to be seeing, no, Komodo, that's for sure. Dimensional Drift immediately into B with the Hunter's Fury as well. They are going to use it straight and shooting into the site. And we're not clearing corners again. T1 Izu sneaks himself in. Oh.
Gun down though. Buzz still around, and he's able to gun down 4!
Yeah, that's as quick as you like it. Absolute mind-bender moment from him. Because it looks like Paper Rex were going to get in towards the B site. And you blink and Buzz just dispatches 4. Now Forsaken is by himself. And how does he waltz around the map to be able to find this clutch? I guess granted, T1 are also adopting the disconnection strategy, playing 2 1v1s, but it's an off angle, and Meteor finds Forsaken for T1 to find here. He would be in a bit of a risky position, though, with where Paper Rex are playing. So too will Buzz, being droned out. Or not, dry walked upon.
Oh, still trying to go alongside the Cosmic Divide, though. It's wild swings, wild pushes, and into smokes where Stacks They'll look to play a more backwards position. Izu getting cleared out this time. Still though, the site not secure enough to really get a good plant. Envy will be able to swing across and now finding Meteor. Stacks
My ult is
suddenly revealing himself. PaperX starts to feel antsy. They're looking all the way across and Envy will be able to collect onto the 4th kill while Forsaken turns away.
Envy is looking pretty consistent in the kill department. Buzz was missing on the first map. He just has his 4K, so you feel like he's starting to sharpen up a little bit even more at the what might be ending of this map before we get into a third. So that's 1 out of 5 that PaperX have to find to send us into overtime.
5 ultimates for T1 as well. See the blades being popped. It's a half buy, of course, as well. So PaperX paying T1 a little bit of respect. I say that, and then the Outlaw swing goes through.
There's a good read that the Outlaw should be coming into play right now, knowing that it is going to be a lighter buy variety from T1, but it's going to be the steamroller fair in towards this A site right now, and this is where you just need to ensure that you are stomping on T1. And PaperX, well, I would have said maybe we're doing that, but Buzz could be doing something with the Blade Storm right now. He's doing everything, and it's all onto Envy, the one that has been so good for PaperX in this map. And he needs to shut down Buzz, bring him back to earth.
One enemy remaining.
Cool. That's a good way to start. Still though, Munchkin's been left undetected. The spikes on the ground, Komodo.
There's time though, but Munchkin has the Outlaw. And it doesn't even matter. Envy, 10 HP. Will save the day for PaperX with a Red Bull clutch. It's the right position to do so.
Educated guess, but at the same time, PaperX uses that to press on into the A site. Something is on B, by the way, and then get crashed back in across. Envy finding an opening shot. Meanwhile, though, it's all inside of the smokes. Stack strikes while the iron is hot. The sortie comes through, but Izu is still here to play alongside Buzz, who has a strong op line. Viper's Pit goes up, Spike goes down, and then there was only one. Justify! Can he really draw them in? Bait them out into the open. Find the kills necessary to keep this map going. T1 starts to press on. The sortie shots go through, but Buzz finds the trade right at the end to close it out. 13-9, T1 push us into the home map of Bind.
As soon as you see that that's the shorty in the pit there and you know there's only 2 shots, you can kind of just go willy-nilly. Doesn't matter if you got a single HP there as Buzz. You'd be favored in that fight.
Massive impact from it. I felt like Forsaken played very well. He started incredibly slow, by the way.
Yes.
In the half, he got 2 kills. He manages to flip that around, and then as they start to come back, he heats up once again, ending up topping the team in kills. This is nuts. What? So we're seeing Forsaken move across to the Fade. It's double initiator with a KO, and something is on the veto. This is a wild composition. This is way, way, way off meta. I've not seen a KO on Bind in a very long time, at least in Pacific.
Yeah, maybe a blast of the past, perhaps, if PaperX can actually get the spike down.
Yeah.
Still, though, as they run in towards Hookah, T1 starting to get in position, especially Munchkin alongside. Oh, well, Stacks completely domed as Jing heads on through.
Yeah, you got that Garden 0 point coming down to reveal where Stacks was there, and now everyone's just going to be able to fight and hold crossfires on the site where they flood out towards spawn, and it's just a great crossfire, isn't it, right there? Now Munchkin, the only soldier left for T1, and he's got to find 4.
I don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. PaperX learning from their past mistakes on Breeze, holding all the angles, Forsaken with the Sheriff headshot.
And then even the KO is just a little bit loosey, so there's some different options. But I do like the style, just got to wait and see how it comes and plays. Envy caught by himself, no trades to be played in the little stall of play. Buzz can have some backup in the form of Munchkin if he does need the saturate for the hunger play.
Looking to completely lap up on his opponents. All down. Nothing too innovative for the time being, just trying to get a good feel for things. PaperX, of course, Left with a Vandal and a Guardian.
Yep. End of day, though, it is a 2 versus 5. So you definitely want to see some huge amounts of damage for Paper Rex if
30
they
seconds
could
left.
possibly find it. Still going in towards this one on the B site. That Stax and Izu. If the timing is wrong, would be a bit of a worry. But now Meteor comes to play. He's sent away.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, should still be fine though.
Oh.
Instant reaction from Izu as he spots Jing flying across, even catching onto Devi. So, okay.
Gets Garden and Hookah.
Stack's gonna avoid it for now though, but at the same time, T1's starting to poke out. Something is
Yeah, he's done and dusted. Even if he takes the TP right now, he's just absolutely locked in. He has no idea that a flank is coming into fruition. Would have been funny if he attempted the crosscut, but I mean, they would have heard it and got him.
Hoping for a kill perhaps, but it's gonna be the go signal for Jing. Showstopper, this is his comfort.
Yep, but you already see the retreat from Buzz, knowing that this could have potentially be played in, and it's just gonna switch into a retake for T1.
It's almost as if T1 are able to see all of these moves before they even happen. Not expecting this one though. Envy diving forward just to try to catch them at the choke point. Forsaken as well, but unfortunately that's where T1 will be able to brawl. Flash is tossed out. Devi trying to fight back, but not able to hold his ground. Just Jing with paint shells, trying to perhaps play for time. He lobs one across, but Meteor's already gotten it halfway. We'll get him off the spike for now. Can he really buy enough time, though? A couple more shots going through, but that is when more peaks come in from T1 to tie up the score.
Good, my brother.
Taking backside, right, boys?
Should we really, boys? Hey, boys. I think we can go here, guys.
Well, they think they can go A. Let's see if it's going to work out for them with the rotations from T1 already starting to come on over. Good feel on a Meteor.
Convergent path as well will slow things down, but completely not affected thanks to the evolution. Something gets ahead of the game. At the same time now trying to get the spike in. You've got some flashes, you've got interceptors all throughout. Chokeholds too to gain different angles and elevations. Meteor will try to keep things intact, but unfortunately continuing to fall as well. Everyone who rotates over, spotted out by something.
Yeah, you have that crosscut go through as well, and I thought from the POV of the defenders that they did spot that one out, but it was a good flash lobbed in from Envy that you really couldn't even contend with that and protect your boy. So very nicely done, in a bit of an unorthodox variety for Paper Rex for sure with this composition.
Prowler to reconfirm as well. You'll hear the clone.
If you do good flash and push him off, you've got an avenue to get in with the null command as well. You just got to get deep in towards this one, because the line of sight can still destroy you, that's why.
Deadly. Munchkin as well with the judge, and suddenly the spike out of Paper Rex's reach.
Yeah, very one-dimensional to a degree. 4 long, 1 short. You lose your short member. Uh-oh. All over Red Rover.
30 seconds to go, though. So you'll still try, look for a bit of a firefight into tube. Izu gets caught.
30 seconds left.
I mean, there's still a double protector on the spike, right? 20 seconds to go. You got to try and retrieve that. You got to get the plant as well. How is the right question? You probably just can't.
Munchkin's got a Phantom now as well. You think he might have left, but nope, he's still around the corner. Not quite able to capitalize onto Jing, but at this point, the round's done. 10 seconds.
Remaining.
Meteor's still around. Buzz as well. Everyone from T1 pretty much active. So 4-3, T1 back in the lead.
Nicely adjusted to come through from T1, who are going to be playing a strong side A this one on the expectations that Paper Rex might be coming their way, but from our POV, if they ramped up towards this B site, it could be very well decided to do so. Izu going to find something. Something falling first again.
And now Paper Rex will have to consider where this op could have repositioned to.
Yeah, you could go for a little bit of a lob flash through this smoke if you want to, but it looks like by radar they've dry walked up through it, and Stax trying to combo the ultimate with the C's, not expecting Envy to already be in front of this one, and the showstopper is going to scare you from going in for now. So the plant can look to be established by Paper Rex. Devi has Incendiary to buy a couple of extra seconds as well through towards spawn, and a Orbital Strike as well if need be.
same time, Divide continuing to check out towards the back line of B long 2. So continuing to spot further players, but Dimensional Drift has been popped as well. T1 fighting for space onto the site. So even though Divide might still be alive with Orbital, I don't know if he's able to fend off the spike diffuser. Izu sticks it down to the last spit.
But I think the more important question is, if you are 5ing up towards A short, how are you doing this one?
Okay. It's gonna be the refract out from Buzz for now.
Oi!
It's gonna be just a full-on steamroll. Straight on through, even with a half buy.
Need Jing POV on that one, I feel like, right now, but maybe Munchkin just want to skedaddle on out of here, or not. Something. Giving up the goods for a retake now plausible.
Gun's still online though, Paper X and Orbital Strike as well, especially with the spike down now. So, trying to work around the positions that they do have. Meanwhile, T1 eliminating initial positions. Forsaken though, playing hooky around the smoke, stacks, everyone all getting spotted out at the hands of Paper Rex.
A little bit further deep, and the footsteps of Forsaken waltzing towards this A site. You a good little feeling for T1 that you've got the right majority force here.
Gotta drop the initial utility first. You're using the Orbital Strike aggressively. Saturate's been spent, so you have a good feeling for this. But Buzz, he goes all the way behind them. He's infiltrated the back lines of Paper X and he's gotten away with one. Still though, the nade's coming back through. Now Izu into position out on top of Heaven. Paper X trying to get the spike down. Something spots up from top of bench into the back of Spawn. Izu announces his position. And unfortunately, that's the best move that he's got. Has to hold on to the up for an upcoming round.
Yeah.
Because the team's river has run dry.
I kind of want to feel good about the way that Paper X played that round, right? Something TP's on top of the truck and amongst the smokes. You've got the flashes lobbed in from Envy there as well to try and get him towards the back of the site. But I'm wondering actually how Munchkin has died, because he's died to the orbital strike. Did he waltz back into that whilst blinded? Was it dry? Was he caught in it by a seize? I didn't exactly catch that one, so I'm hoping we can kind of see that back on the radar, because it kind of starts to fumble a little bit when that does happen. You're starting to flood in towards the site. You've got bullets running, and it's at the right side right now. One away from the dimensional drift on the back of an opener. Could it be quite wanted for T1? Rocket going in, clearing a lot of the space at the moment. Doesn't do any chipper damage on towards Munchkin, who is lucky to get away from that one. But they're on the expectation here as Buzz that there's going to be a cheeky TP if it was an explosion. Elevate a bit of an off angle as well that does get the better of Jing.
Now you just get flushed on over into the open lines. Izu trying to reposition, will land a shot. Maybe goes for another repeat, stacks as well. A couple of players incredibly low now, and even with the null command, you just can't do anything around it. Buzz, Izu doing wonders for T1 to tie up the score at the end of the first half.
So we'll see if that's going to happen, or if it's the flash. You're kind of hoping that there's a lot of members there. It is the flash that's going to come up. It doesn't even blind him, but the team go together and win the duel.
Launching smoke.
Still Paper X things for now, but it's just one casualty.
Yep. Something's also been, you know, had util thrown his way a little bit earlier on. Now he's going to have a gun thrown his way, and the buckshot's just going to get him.
Interceptor did not quite take away the saturate, so initial contact, you start to over-rotate.
Ooh,
Then it's Meteor sneaking around again. Shots found. He's repositioning. The rest of the team will look to push on through from Hookah. Buzz low HP though.
Need that smoke to go down from Devi, and it will at the right time. Jing has paint shells too, which could absolutely give you a bad day if you were T1. You also really don't have a way to get in deep towards this site too. The bodies just have to drop on down. No light speed, no TP, just a single smoke for Munchkin. Luckily for them, Jing is low.
There goes the smoke. Jing spots them. Going down, no more paint shells.
left.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that there isn't some sort of jump spot from him with the paint shells when that is seen.
Spike planted.
So Envy and Devi have to do a little bit of heavy lifting here.
Oh, Buzz didn't spot him.
Grabs him from the map, but Envy will close in the distance. Now 0 point goes through. Devi could pop off of it, and he tries, but the right click's not connecting. It's just Envy at half HP trying to land all the ghost shots, which unfortunately does not come through fruition. It's going to be Munchkin instead.
Waiting for the pop flash play out through Fountain, and Buzz, well, he doesn't necessarily need to give it all. It's actually just going to be the Haunt lobbed in.
Not seeing anything. T1 just continue to back off, continuing to hold the angles, lure Paper-Rex into their range, where things can be quite lethal, even with the Ghost as well. Okay, Buzz is getting involved now with the Saturate. Unfortunately, that's where things are close enough for Paper-Rex to find a couple of shots. Meteor coming back in to bring things back to normalcy. Jing with more swings as well. Izu with a Marshall does simplify things a little bit more, but a little bit of damage done too. T1 still inching further up.
In this sort of position as well, if the KO was over here, there's that flash on the top that I feel like Forsaken would have absolutely loved. Instead, he's got to hold the single risk angle. He will spot the information. A bit of damage delivered to Izu already, but this is the setup for T1 to explode into this site now.
It feels like for a lot of these rounds, Paper-Rex just has to be ready, but look at how T1 is looking to explode onto the side towards the back end. Buzz with the judge! Still though, a bit of damage done. It could just be enough for Paper-Rex to get back into the game. Something closer up and around Envy as well. He's got a flash to work with.
And Jing has a lot of this utility too, already taking the TP. So you just see Munchkin go for a bit of a wrap around in this position. Puts more onus on Buzz and Stacks to do something.
Refract called. Stacks with the C's. Paint shells initially through, but not quite landing. Still though, the kill into the hands of Paper-Rex because Envy sprinting all across. Munchkin though will catch him, reveals his location, and all that Paper-Rex needs to do now is to keep him off of the angle. Jing will do just that. Paper-Rex answer back in kind.
Slow and steady wins the race over towards this B site, and that smoke is just disrespected by T1. I don't think the Devi has any idea on how close they really were, and now he's just stuck.
A slight chance to play hide and seek around the smokes though, but unfortunately Buzz has sought him. At the same time, straight through the teleporter. Paper-Rex trying to find a couple of hot shots, not quite connecting. Buzz trying to set up convergent pass, but will get spotted. Paper-Rex hunker down and eliminate him.
I just got to say, as someone who does play a little bit of veto, bring that interceptor back in this moment. Something it would have been neat when you lost this B side of control, but it's okay. Jing with a showstopper and no satchels to permit him entry. He's going to be trying to find it. What a TP out from Izu.
Oh, that's just perfect. Still though, Envy will find that opportunity to try to push on through, but at the same time, T1 holding Stacks, preventing something from getting closer in, and at that point, the spike just continues to tick and tick. You want to save as Paper-Rex right now.
Well, they don't want to save, they have to save. That's the problem. Prowlers both held for Forsaken because he's in this corner with the judge. No 0 point, no deeper flashes. There is the 0 point finally. I believe it's got 2.
Perhaps enough. Staying into position. And unfortunately, Forsaken gets checked. Jing as well. Instant drive-by coming through from T1. Envy on the site, but under constant pressure now. He goes back in and reasserts himself into her slams. Decent opening, but you're still going to need a lot more. Envy back through, pop flash across. Alongside Devi inside of the smokes, Izu keeps them in check. Orbital strike dropped as well, but Meteor just hops on across. Izu out of the gate crash into 2 kills. It's just something, and he's playing around the smokes, right around the edges. He gets spotted.
Oh, that's a bit of a rocky one for Envy as well when he puts himself in that corner. And
angles that they would have liked. Still though, pop flash goes across. Trying to set up entrances out from the back of spawn. Viper's Pit though gives T1 all the coverage they need. And with a spike planted as well, the objective is very much there. Something, a wild shot, second one going through. Will find one player, but you're gonna need a whole lot more. At the same time, Stacks is still lurking around.
wouldn't even mind seeing the T's thrown into the mix here from something. Got the chokehold available as we're starting to flood the site right now, and it's all Meteor's territory. He is looking to do all of the damage here, and it's not even damage control anymore. The round is done. There is no time to get in. Just wayward shots from the sniper of something. Forsaken gets shut down by Stacks. And the operator will be... I mean, Izu's just gone raid boss at the moment in this one. 26 kills. Gonna set up the team with a good flash right now to try and get their way in towards A and meet with them too with the TP. You'd love a second layer reveal to come out on the back of this to try and find Envy here, but it's not going to come. He's just gonna spam him down.
What a check. Forsaken though, perhaps this is now his time. Starting to make a couple of noises out through from Bass, but it's not quite enough as Izu hops out across with a shorty in hand. The Vi then goes through, Nightfall gets sent. Suddenly you're deafened.
Ooh. And this flank coming through from something with the operator is going to be very late to arrive, but it finds value. Jing on the stacks as well, so it's all down to Buzz. And finally, Paper X will get a sorely needed round, but it's another moment where we've got to do it in a run-back fashion. Back to B with Forsaken as well. And a bit of a pacey one from T1 this time. Looking to try and end it here. Munchkin finds Envy first and foremost.
And again, it's got to be reactions from Paper X that has to be on point. Jing has a showstopper. He's still looking for an angle, though. Meanwhile, things get set up. He hears the spike being tapped, and there he goes. Absolutely nuclear alongside Defy. Checking Munchkin inside of Bats as well. Buzz alongside Izu. Trying to retrieve, trying to recover. Munchkin just goes in full wall bang, but there goes something. Evolution's been popped, but Buzz lands an insane flick. Low HP is Forsaken. He's discouraged from doing anything further. Hunkers down, able to thwart Buzz. The shorty thrown across. It's just Izu left to defend the spike. A slight step. Couple more, but it's 2v1. Surely not. Something just stands right in front. A slight body block for his teammate as well. But Buzz, Izu, he just goes insane in the final moments. First shot, square onto the diffuser, and then back onto something. The map, the series is done.